we're back. Follow 4, let's go. Puzzle 4. I love my little friends, but I need help to count them. Which section has the most two-legged spiders? Even if just part of their sexy legs is in this section, you must count as a spider. Okay. Let's see. X, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Y, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Y as well. B, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And A, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it was A. As the birth creatures of evolution, which is of such a nature that it could not allow us to taste unlimited happiness without destroying us. It is now up to us and no one or nothing else to rise up and take our much-needed Europa. Now you know our opponent, you must know how to defeat it. The answer and explanation is this. We must remove ourselves from evolution. We must remove ourselves from its factors and cycles and situations and forests. Humans have already begun to see this, and we have begun to move ourselves forward slowly. The scientists have seen this, and they begin to create new drugs to dispel pain and turn depression into happiness. The religious have seen this, and they strive for their place in paradise after death. The philosophers have seen this, and they try to peek into the well of happiness through thought. All noble warriors, but it is not enough. There is something much closer to us we need to do, something more basic. Initiative. That hugs on the threads of our very being. Read on. Precious little monkeys live precious little lives. Precious little lives eat precious little monkeys. It's precious to eat monkeys' little lives. Okay. Puzzle 5. A wide-eyed detective who would hang himself several years later walked into a crime scene. There were 4 bodies lying on the ground, and it looked like they had been killed by a pack of dogs. Each body had one limb ripped off that must have been taken away by the pack. Aside from the 4 human remains, there are the remains of 2 dogs, fully intact at the scene. How many limbs are at the scene? Okay, well, let's see. There's 4 humans, and each has a limb taken away. So that's 12, plus the 2 dogs, so that's 8. And then if we count the detective, that's 24. And it is 24. Well done. Not many would have thought to count the detective's limbs as well. This is a dead spider. They have 8 limbs. Greedy. And a bit selfish of them. I am not impressed. Somebody is. We have the science, will, and intelligence to grasp that danged chalice. At the very least, collectively. Why then do we not simply take it? The answer is this. We lack the power. For everything we have, we are no more than wailing babies because we lack power. And the reason we lack power is because, to our shame, we simply give it away. We are the primary point at which our thoughts and feelings are created, and we have great power to bend and twist them to our will. Yet shamefully, repulsively even, we not only don't acknowledge this, but we project our power onto inanimate objects that not only don't have power, but they would not even care if they did. Observe. A rock falls on a man's foot, and he feels pain. The foolish man blames the rock and throws fits of anger while screaming about how the rock has ruined his day. The wise man realizes that while the rock is responsible for his pain, he is angry because he has allowed himself to become angry. Knowing that he is responsible for his anger, he realizes he, not the rock, has the power to turn it off and on. It is all about empowerment, self-empowerment. If you never realize you have power over your own happiness, you are no more than a leaf in the wind at the mercy of any pride. Pride? Pixie or pride? I'm going to go with Pixie. That cares to grab you. How pitiful it is the man who claims his lunch is ruined because he has the wrong type of sandwich and spends the rest of his days sulking in the office. How strong and radiant is the man who realizes that his unhappiness is due to his own failings, swallows the sandwich in a single mighty gulp, then dances on his desk. One is weak, one is strong, one is sad, one is happy. We can have this power because of our intellect. Our intelligence is our great strength against evolution. Because for as powerful as evolution is, it lacks intelligence. It does not know that we know of its smothering evil ways. Once we know we have power and use that power, we can overcome the unhappiness that evolution has caused us. I have a story to tell you in the next and final file.
Get out. This was meant for her precious little eyes, not yours.
Okay. If you didn't hear it, he said, get out. This was meant for her precious eyes, not yours. And if you can't read what's there, it's thief. The first file says crap. Second file says stupid. Third, I can't really read the third one. Or the fourth one. The fifth one says useless, and the sixth one says hope, ? Puzzle 6. All you have to do is shoot the bad man. Was the man you just murdered really a bad man, though? And even if he was, did his mom, wife, son, friends deserve to suffer for his sins? He liked to hug people with this arm. He was a right-handed guy. He can never laugh again. He can never dream again. He can never hug again. Murderers are like the gods of never. Here's my story, sweet princess. Once upon a time in a land far, far away, when you were very young, me and the queen lived with you in happiness and peace. But then one day a demon seduced the queen from me, and she took you to go and live with the demon in the tower. I tried to get you back many times. Many times, but eventually the demon got his little friends with their loud metal dragons that flashed blue lights to carry me away. The king was sad. The king blamed the demon, but this did nothing. The king blamed the demon's friends, but this did nothing. The king blamed the queen, but this did nothing. The king even blamed you, but this did nothing. Then, eventually, the king realized that he was to blame. When he realized that he had the power to ultimately stop him from being sad, he gained power. The king used that power to kill one of the devil's friends. It was a wonderful thing. The king was no longer sad, and instead the queen was sad. She felt guilty and left the devil, and often took the princess to see the king in his new home called Asylum. But the king could only stay in asylum for so many years. He worried that when he had to leave, that the queen would no longer feel guilty and come to see him. The thoughts consumed him and twisted his mind with fear, until he took a rope with the intent to take his life. That means kill himself, princess. And so, I have the rope in my hands, and I have finished a guide to allow you to be happy. There is nothing left. Truth? No puzzles this time, sorry. If you didn't hear me, it was truth. This note is not for the princess, but for the person who is reading this document. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't hang myself. The thought of not seeing the queen and the princess again was too much. So, used a little more power. I hung the devil instead, so they would I'm assuming that was meant to be, so I used a little more power. I hung the devil instead, so they would let me back into asylum. And I am hiding in the room now, waiting for someone to read this document so I can kill them from behind, just to make super sure they let me into the asylum again. I wish you the best of happiness, and I'm so sorry. Credits: creditor, designer, writer, etc., etc. John Shurrock, head tester and lead sock puppet. Sock puppet. James Faringa. Please tell your friends about this game. And remember to be happy. Visit www.jadedhorizon.com to see other games by me. Check out 8-Bit Girlfriend. Also on the Indie Games channel for some comic relief. Press B to return to the title or back to it. Alrighty. Oops. So, that was a Madman's Guide to Happiness. Fun game. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I failed at narrative, so. If you hear any music going on, that's my girlfriend upstairs cleaning or messing around with her room. So, see you guys later. Bye.